Okay, in the last video, I talked about the things that we're gonna do to get lean by January 1st. And if you're following along with this whole journey and have you left your own body weights and your measurements down in the comments, and I've added you to the spreadsheet, then that's great. So if you're still following along, the next thing that I wanna move on to from our previous mastermind plan is to actually talk about what we're gonna track. And the things that we track are the things that actually change. I don't know, there's probably a better quote for that on the internet, but whatever, don't take it too seriously. You wanna get some results, you're gonna have to track shit, okay? Number one things that we're gonna have to track is our caloric intake, our protein goals. Diet, again, cannot be understated. What we eat, what we consume, every single thing. Pops, food, vitamins, supplements. I want you to track every single thing of these down. And once you get in the habit of it, it's gonna become so easy. So I know it's gonna be, if you've never done this before, it's gonna be hard to start. But give it a few weeks, you'll get used to it. Especially when you start kind of eating healthy every single day, you're gonna understand how simple this is. And it's just gonna become automatic. While you're cooking, you're gonna throw down your calories and you're not even gonna look at it again. And honestly, it's really rewarding to see you tracking every single thing. If you use the app like Chronometer, and it'll show you your micronutrients, which is really awesome. I find that very satisfying to know that I'm getting, all of my vitamins in from the diet that I'm eating, because I'm eating whole foods, foods that are rich in vitamins and nutrients, okay? So tracking diet, every single meal, every single thing you put into your tummy or into your mouth, because I don't know if it goes the other way. Anyways, so anything that goes into your mouth, you're gonna track it, you're gonna measure it, and you're gonna scale it. So you have your scale and you have your calorie counting app. Done. Next thing you're gonna do is you're gonna track your weight every single day. Don't get too hyper fixated on this part, but I want you to track your weight every single day. The only reason I really like doing this is because it builds, I like to average the week out instead of, just looking at the day to day, because you're gonna fluctuate due to many reasons that we can get into in different videos. But you're gonna fluctuate 1-2 pounds every single day. It's not gonna feel like you're actually getting any results, but what you do is you basically take from Sunday to Sunday, you take 7 days, and then you average it. And then you take that as week 1, and then you do that again for week 2, week 3, week 4. So wait every single morning when you wake up after you pee. I will share with you guys I call it a shred sheet because it sounds like spreadsheet, and it's honestly just so stupid. Anyone can make it. If you use Google Docs, you can just use Gemini to ask you to make one. It's nothing pretty. It's just a date line and a weight line. And then basically I have another category that's just like weekly averages of the 7 days prior, so I can actually see. And then you know what? You can make a graph and make a nice like trendy thing and see how much body fat you're losing. And the goal, again, is for body fat loss, not weight loss. Weight loss can be achieved by many means, but fat loss requires some serious dedication, some gym time, resistance training, and hitting protein goals. So daily scale weight, okay? And then we'll average it every single week. And I'll share that with you, I already said. So I'll share that. The next thing that we want to do, and what I like to do, is I like to take a picture every single day. And I'm not gonna lie. I take 3 pictures. I take one from the front, I take one from the sides, and then I take one from the back. And I do this and I put it in my notes app. That way nobody can really see what I'm doing. So if you have an iPhone or whatever phone, and you just like put those pictures, you put the date, you put your weight, and then you put the picture, your 3 pictures. And I'm not gonna lie to you. Right now where I'm currently at, I'm probably around like, I don't know, maybe 18% body fat, maybe a little bit lower or higher. But you don't really see a lot of differences at this point. You'll see them a lot from probably 15 to 10. But until you get to that point, don't be, pissed at yourself when you don't see major results. And then the next thing I want you to do is monthly tracking of just body measurements. Waist, just kind of at the belly button, the thinnest part here, chest, shoulders, if you're interested in that, and creating the golden V taper ratio so that the Fibonacci sequence can be satisfied. Sure, whatever. If you want to measure your arms, do whatever. Once a month is plenty, because a lot of people, even on this journey, you might not see the scale move a lot, but you might be body recomping, which is, again, another video topic where basically you're building muscle and you're losing weight and you're losing fat at the same time, because you've maximized your protein and your resistance training while eating at a caloric, not the biggest calorie deficit, but enough where you're seeing slight changes. And that's going to be cool. You're going to get lean. You're going to be like the same body weight, and you're going to be like, holy shit, I look way better at the same weight. And that'd be cool. You know, I would love that. I'd love to sit at 200 and just be freaking ripped and like have more muscle mass and less fat at that weight. But realistically, I think I'm going to have to be like at 185 to really see it with my current muscle. If I can put on some muscle in the meantime, then you know, I might be wrong. But the plan is to get lean. So that means more lean body mass and less body fat, okay? So monthly measurements. Okay, and then workouts. Workouts is super underrated. If you don't know what workouts to do, ChatGPT it. Don't ask me. It's not fucking rocket science. If you want to do something, just pick any workout that has been on a forum for the last 20 years. It will work, especially if you're a noob. Anytime you look at a weight, you're gonna gain strength, okay? Anything that promotes gaining strength that works from the ranges of 6 to 15 reps will be great. And if you're leaving, you know, maybe 1 rep left in the tank or going to failure on most of your sets, you're gonna be doing just fine. But I want you to track this because I want you to actually progress. I want the progressive overload, which is, you know, just another fucking big old gym word or fitness word where you just get better every week, you know? You're just like adding weight to the thing, even if it's just the smallest increment and just hitting the same amount of reps. So progressive overload, bring a little sexy notebook, you know, a LEAAAN or like a Moleskine, and write down your workout, what weights you used, how many reps you got, how close to failure. If you want to leave comments like that, that'll be even better. The more you write down, the more you track, the more you do, the better results you're going to see. And you're completely accountable. You will become literally fail proof. Okay. So tracking workouts. And I'm trying to think what else do I do. But honestly, I think that's all you need. If once you get your calories in, your weights, your body measurements, and your workouts in, you really don't have to do anything else. And if you can, and if you're worried about it, track your sleep. I don't. I wear a Garmin for my steps, which I guess you gotta track your steps as well. But you track your steps. Your phone can do the same shit. Don't get too hyper fixated on sleep. Just make sure that you're in bed for 7 to 9 hours every single night. And you know, if you're sleeping like 7 hours a night and you want an hour nap in the middle of the day, dude, LeBron James does that shit. I'm not gonna call you out for it. That's awesome. Naps during the day are a godsend for me, and they probably will be for you. But if you can't sleep during the day, make sure you're getting 7 to 9 hours every single night. And yeah, I think that's basically it. That covers all of it. So tracking, all the stuff you want to track will be on here. I'll leave a link in the description for just like a basic ass shred sheet on, you know, tracking your daily weights and, you know, kind of the formulas for tracking the weekly weights. And yeah, so diet, weights, gym, sleep. That's it. That's all it takes. Anyways, with that, remember to always rep the set, and I'll see you in the next one.